Hey guys, this is Media Duty 800 here once again, and today I'll be doing my movie review on the 2023 movie called Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is the final Indiana Jones movie in the Indiana Jones franchise, and the story is about Indiana Jones races against to time prevention, a legendary dial that can change the course of history. Appended by his goddaughter, he soon finds himself squaring off against Juilliard Brother, a former NASA who works with NASA. So, what do I think of this movie? Honestly, this is actually a really great finale for the Indiana Jones franchise. I actually like this movie. This is actually a good movie, actually. But unfortunately, this movie got a low score on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, well, back then before the movie came out, it got like a 45 or 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a lot of people hated it. Yeah, I have no idea why people hated it, but as of right now, it has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it has an 88%, and top critics rated as a 58% on Rotten Tomatoes, and its audience score is 88%, which that's actually a good score for an Indiana Jones movie. And there was actually nobody in the theater. Yeah, there was. Yeah, I was like the only person in the theater. Well, there was just one guy with well, me and my dad were like the only person in the theater. I think it's due to the fact that this movie bombed at the box office. Yeah. I'll talk about that later in this video, but for now I'm gonna talk about the story. The story in this movie is actually really good, honestly. I really enjoyed it. It's really good. And as the action pack in the scene, wow. The action pack is stunning in my opinion. It's really good. As for the climax, obviously the climax is really great. So, obviously, yeah, it's so good. The climax is really good. And, um, and, this movie is actually a really great film. I really enjoyed watching this movie. Yeah, unfortunately, I was like the only person in the theater. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the box office of this movie because, okay. The box office of this movie, oof. It did worse than The Flash because I just heard on social media that Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny actually is doing worse than The Flash. Yeah, I am so worried for the future of Disney. I'll talk about that in another video when my Disney hate based rant video comes out later this month. But for now, I'll talk about the box office of Indiana Jones. Oof, guys, on its first opening weekend, it did not go so well. Same with Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken. Honestly, I'm not surprised that Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken did a flop because people are actually tired of 3D animation nowadays, actually, according to Nick Hicks 2001. And I feel really bad for Lucasfilm since they lost a lot of money with Star Wars. Yeah, same with Star Wars. Yeah. Honestly, I was hoping this film could be a box office hit, but no. This movie was a flop on its first opening weekend. A flop. 100% flop. Yeah, it did worse than The Flash, obviously. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just sad that Disney movies keep flopping. Like, can you, please, give just one Disney movie that wasn't a flop? Well, except Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was a hit, though, thankfully. But as the other Disney movies weren't. Like, I'm actually really worried for the future of Disney. My God. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of people who saw this movie, and the theaters were empty. Every single theater for this movie was empty. Yeah. So overall, I give Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny a 10 out of 10. This is such an underrated movie. I don't care what people say about this movie. It's such an underrated movie. And yeah. All right.